Ladies and gentlemen, you're not even in the ballpark of reality. You're not even close. Let me give you an example. Let's say that the University of Indiana was holding a marketing symposium, and the first person to come up was an expert on the internet. And here's what they said. The expert said, if you plan to be in dentistry for the next 10 or 15 years, and you don't have a very strong web presence, you are in big trouble. Big trouble. And I've talked to practices around the country that have been around for 30 years, and they say, Gary, come on. I've had a practice for 30 years. I got all kinds of patients. I don't need a website. I got them lining up at the door. Well, that's awesome, but are you going to continue to practice when you die? Because if you're not, you have to sell it to somebody. And who's the somebody you're selling it to? Someone who's 60 years old or someone who's 30 years old? Who are you selling it to? Someone out of dental school? What are they going to assume you have? Are they not going to assume it? They might not even find you when they do their search. So even if you have a tremendously successful practice without a website, you still need to think about it for succession planning purposes. Now, why do I say you need to have it? Here's why. Carly, do you have a Yellow Pages at home? Yes. You do. Do you use it? No. How do you look things up? Do you have an internet hook to your phone? Yes. You do? Gosh, isn't that convenient? And I bet you use it, don't you? To look things up. Did you know that 2 out of every 3 people will use the internet today to find a local business? 2 out of every 3. And the number is climbing. The velocity is climbing. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, that the idea of Google, just the idea for 2 graduate students at Stanford, only was created in 1995? The idea. They formed the company in 98. Today it's an over $10 billion a year business. Velocity. I think the internet is working. What do you think? 2 out of every 3 people. Now, when they go to do their search, they need to be able to find you, and we are exceptionally impatient people. It's just ridiculous. Believe me, if you had dial-up like I did a long time ago, and now you've got high speed, I mean, you just can't even, it's like a half a second, come on. Where when we used to do it, we're like, hang up the phone. Do you remember that? Because you had the hang it up, you're going to mess up my connection. I mean, it's crazy. But we're so impatient today.